In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to check visual acuity. Visual acuity is a measure of how a person is seeing or otherwise. And we expect that once every year, in particular, everyone above the age of 30-35 should check their vision at least once. Of course, we also like to check vision in children when they are entering to school because it is a measure of how well an eye is seeing or otherwise. A visual acuity check, it's the first step in every consultation in an eye clinic because we need to know the state of the eye in terms of vision. This helps us in diagnosing the kind of problem that may be in the eye. There's some visual problems that affect vision and some that do not affect vision. Even when we begin to treat, visual acuity measure is a way of assessing the improvement, progress in a particular disease condition that we're treating. Good day, you're welcome. So I want to check your vision. The client is sitting at least 6 meters away from the Snelling chart. 6 meters or 20 feet. You have to measure and be very accurate in that measurement. The Snelling chart is a standardized chart that enables us to assess visual acuity, and I'm using one prototype of the Snelling chart. So to check the vision, normally we'll check one eye at a time. So whichever eye you're checking first is left open, and you occlude the eye that you're not yet testing. So please, can you cover your right eye for me to be able to check your vision on the left eye? Yes, thank you. And she's doing it very well. You have to use the palm of the hand to cover. We do not want people to cover the eye with their fingers and then they're trying to look through in between. So we want them to use the palm, as she's doing beautifully. And don't press. Do not press. Don't put pressure. Yes, very good. The other way we can also occlude the eye, you can let go, is to use an occluder. So with this, I'm occluding right eye. Do you see the letters on the Snelling chart?
Yeah.
Very good. Can you read starting from the top?
E,
Yeah.
F, B, T, O, Z, L, P, E, D.
Very good. You can stop there. I know she could probably read further, and we will stop at that. We finished checking the vision. So we're going to leave the right eye open, and then I cover the other eye. And we repeat the same thing. Can you read those charts there?
E, F, B, T, O, Z, L.
Okay, thank you. Now, it's of note that if the person had covered or occluded the eye with the palm, after you remove, you may need to wait like a few seconds, because by putting pressure on the eye for a while, if you leave it open, the vision may be temporarily blurred. So we give like 5 seconds to 10 seconds before we test the other eye. If we check the visual acuity in any particular eye, particularly if the vision is less than 6/9 or 6/18, I'm going to be showing us details about that. You then need to check the vision again with a pinhole. This is a pinhole, and this is just an occluder. Now we use the pinhole to try and test this visual acuity we have gotten, particularly if it's not optimal. The normal visual acuity is 6/6. So if the person is reading 6/9, 6/12, 6/18, and you want to find out this suboptimal vision, is it from a refractive error, then we use a pinhole. The pinhole is the same principle that the camera used to be able to get a very sharp image of an object. So to use the pinhole, we did the visual acuity first on the right. So I've occluded the left eye, and so the pinhole is to the right. And then you ask the person to read further. If the vision improves more than what you have done initially when you tested the vision on the right eye, it means the error there is likely to be from a refractive error or an error that has to do with glasses. So we're done using that, and then we'll do the same for the other eye. We'll occlude the other eye and put the pinhole in the eye that we want to test. So this is the Snelling chart showing different alphabet. If a client is able to read this line just above the red line, the visual acuity is 20/20, or 6/6, which is what we take as a normal visual IQ. So if anyone cannot read above this green line, this person needs to be referred. This is a line of 6 long. Okay. So the way the chart is formed, if someone is sitting at 6 meters away and can only read this big letter, that means the vision is 6/60. What that means is what the person should be able to see at 60 meters is only seeing at 6 meters. So as the person reads down, if another client is able to read, let's say you read this line, this is 660, this is 636, this is 624. Now at this third line, which is numbered number 3, if the vision that the person could see, or the letter that the person could see, is the letter T and the letter O, that will be 6/24 minus 1. Or if the person could only see letter T on this 624 row, that is 6/24 minus 2. The same way, this is 660, 636, 624, 618, this is 612. So if a client is able to read the whole of this alphabet on 5th line, the vision is 6/12 in that particular eye. Now if another client could not read maybe 2 of this alphabet, that is a 612 minus 2. So this line is a 6/9 line, which is the 6th line. If a client is able to read all of this, the vision is 6/9 in that particular eye. But let's say the person was able to read only one letter here out of all the letters in the 6/9 chart, then the vision is 612 plus 1. And so we'll change to the other eye and repeat the same visual acuity. Now, if the person could not read 6/6, let's say stop at 6/12 or 6/9, then we will use the pinhole to see if the vision improves beyond what the person read unaided. So after you've done this, a quick reminder, we have checked vision without pinhole, meaning we have checked the visual acuity as the patient presented without pinhole on the right, and we checked the visual acuity without pinhole on the left. If the vision is less than 6/9, that's when you want to test with pinhole. So you then go over again, test the vision on the right eye with pinhole, and test the vision on the left eye with pinhole. On certain occasions, the patient may already have a pair of glasses. You also need to check the vision with the person's pair of glasses so that you can see if the glasses is still adequate or the glasses is no longer functional. Okay, so basically that is how we test visual acuity. You need to explain clearly to the patient, let the person understand what you are trying to do. And if the person is not able to read the alphabet, there are other Snellen chart types like the E Snellen chart that just have E letters facing to the right, to the left, facing up or facing down. You use this for people who are not literate in alphabet. And then they can describe where the E is facing. If it's facing up, it's facing down, to the right or to the left. We also have the Landolt C letter that is just basically C letter type. There are also other subcharts that have pictures, particularly for children, so pictures of cat or aeroplane or bucket in smaller sizes, in different font sizes, and so that the clients can quickly identify, okay, this is what this subject is, and this is what this particular object is. So that is how we check for visual acuity. And like I said, it's something that must be done at every clinic visit. And for as many, once a year, we need to go check our vision and see how well we're seeing. So thank you very much.